The Coverage app has got an exciting new update. Now you can run speed tests from Ookla within the app. Hi there, I'm Cherie with the Mobile Internet Resource Center, and this news story is a bit of a departure from our normal unbiased slant in that we have a vested interest in the Coverage app. Many of you might know that long before we launched the Mobile Internet Resource Center, my partner Chris and I also launched a mobile app called Coverage, which puts the carrier's coverage maps right in your pocket, allowing you to create your own personalized coverage maps so that you can better find connectivity in your travels. We developed the app out of our own need for needing to work remotely and always needing to know before we booked our campsites where we might have the best odds of having signal on the carriers that we covered. Now, over the years, of course, technology has changed a lot. We started out only 3G was available, and now, of course, there's LTE and 3 flavors of 5G, and we have continually kept the app updated to evolve with technology. But we are excited today to announce that we have been able to integrate in Ookla's new speed test SDK into the app, which allows you to run speed tests right inside the app and save those speed tests if you choose to on your own layer so that you can refer back later when you're returning to a location of what type of performance you got for each of the carriers that you have in your arsenal. This can also be useful if you are leaving campground or marina reviews or maybe doing a blog post and you want to report on what your performance was like on each of the carriers in those reviews. This gives you a great place to keep those notes right in the Coverage app. We are able to offer this because, of course, Ookla is our mapping partner that provides the carrier's maps to us for our updates, and that is what is allowing us to use their SDK to introduce this new feature to the Coverage app. We're very excited about it. We have been using it, tracking our speeds as we have made miles across the country in the recent months, and it's been really fun. We're looking forward now to going back to places where we knew we had great coverage. Now, some other updates that have recently happened over the summer is, of course, Sprint is no longer. They are now merged in with T-Mobile's network, so we have removed them from the app. That is now leaving just 4 major U.S. carriers, which is, of course, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and we do have U.S. Cellular, which is a regional carrier. And if Dish ever does release coverage maps that we can use and that Ookla can get, we'll add those in a future date. We also now have dropped 3G from the app. That's where we started, if you remember, with just 3G in coverage back in 2010. 3G is now officially will be gone by the end of this year. So we thought it was time because we needed to make room for the other new feature of coverage. And that is we now track on all flavors of 5G. If you're not familiar with 5G, there are 3 different types of 5G. There's the nationwide, which is the long range, which is basically using the LTE frequencies. There's mid-band spectrum, which is brand new 5G spectrum that the carriers are just now really starting to roll out. And that is the faster 5G that you might be getting. And then there is the millimeter wave, which is a super fast, ultra fast capacity that is only really for short distances, like within a stadium or an airport. So now you can turn those on and off because as we move into the years ahead, the carriers are treating those 3 flavors very differently, both in what plans include them, including what they're calling like their ultra capacity, which might include the mid-band and millimeter wave, and different devices now with the different modems coming out will feature different frequency spectrums that are included on those devices. So this can be handy as you are traveling to know what you can expect for your carrier, your data plan, and your devices as you move forward. Now, of course, coverage is based upon the carrier's coverage maps that Ookla gets for us. And they can be optimistic at best. They are in part marketing, and there are other resources that you probably want to use in your travel planning besides just the coverage app. It is just one tool in the planning arsenal. There are apps out there that do allow you to tap into user-submitted reports of the coverage and signal that they got, but of course it's only as useful as where people have been. And you can also go in and look at different campground and marina reviews. A lot of people are now leaving those reviews. Go look at our full guide to travel planning around connectivity for more ideas on how to plan your travels to keep the most connected. But if you would like to try out coverage, there is a free trial both for iOS and Android. It is a paid app that gets you standard map updates throughout the year. And we do have an optional HD map subscription that gets you higher resolution maps every quarter as they come out, as Ookla gives us those updates. And you can turn on satellite in the background that allows you to better track where you might have terrain issues. So you can see where there might be mountains and other things in your way that might be reaching those towers. A lot of things, of course, impact what actual performance you will get in any location, from the weather, the distance to a tower, terrain, the construction of your RV or boat, and the equipment that you are using. All those things impact your cellular data performance. And we have a full guide on that as well if you want to dig in further as to what impacts the performance that you will actually see at a location, because it's not just about where the carrier claims they have coverage. So that is the latest with coverage. We are excited that we are now have had coverage out in the market for 12 years. It is still a product that we upkeep and continue to upkeep into the future. And we're excited that we're now caught up with technology, at least for now.
These videos are brought to you by our premium members, our mobile internet aficionados. They make it possible for us to track this news and create these videos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, or better yet, consider becoming a member yourself.